Everyone, I'm Shrinika NS from CSA Department, GM University. I'm here to present my technical competency project called What are the steps to build a multi-language translator app in React using Google Translate API or similar services. We have created a front end of this project using React.js. I will be explaining that now. Let me share my screen. This is our code. Import React use state from React import app.css. React core library needed for creating React components. Use state a React hook used to manage local component state. App.css imports the CSS file to style the component. Next is function app. Defines the main functional component app. Next, construct input text insert input text use state. Stores the user's input state. Next, construct output text, sets output text, use state. Stores the translated output text. Next, construct formal language test, set formal language, use state in. Language code of the input text, default is English. Construct to language, set to language, use state is. Language code of the target translation language, default is Spanish. Construct is loading, set is loading, use state false. Boolean to track whether translation is in progress, used to disable the button and show loading text. Next, the languages that we have constructed. Construct languages, code in name English, code in name English to code Tamil. That is list of language options used for drop-downs. Use has a language code used in the API and a name displayed to the user. Construct handle translate. Async, which is used for function triggered when the user clicks translate. If import text, trim, return. Prevents translation if the input is empty or white space. Next, set is loading true, shows a loading indicator. Next, try, construct URL. This is a link. Construct the API URL using the user input and selected languages. Encode URI component safely, encodes the input for use in a URL. Next. Construct response await fetch URL. Construct data is equals to await response.url. If data dot response status is equals to 200, set output text data dot response data dot translate it text. If the API call is successful, update the output text with the translation else. Set output text translation error data dot response message. Handles any non-200 responses. Next, catch error, console error, translation error, set output text, translation service, error occurred. Finally, set is loading. Turns off the loading indicator whether the request succeeded or failed. Construct handle swap languages, called when user clicks the swap button. Construct step is set input text, output text, set output text, input text. Also swaps the input and output text. Return, main container and title. Class name is equals to app language translator. Class name is equals to translator container. Class name is equals to a language selector. Select value from language on change, set from language e.target.value. Drop down for selecting the source language on change updates the from language state. Language map language option key language.code value language.code language.name. Populates the drop down with the list of languages. Next, button on click handles swap languages. Class names is equals to swap button. Drop down for selecting and the target language. Language map language option key is equals to language dot code populates it in the same way. Next, class name is equals to text areas and onChange is equals to set input text. Class name is equals to input.text, user input box. Text area, value is equals to output text, read only, placeholder, translation will appear here, class name output text. This output text read only so users can't edit it. Button, on click handles translate, class name is equals to translate button, disabled is loading input text dot trim. Is loading translating translate button division. Translate button calls the handles translate function, disabled when loading or when input is empty, shows translating when waiting for response. Export default app makes this component available for user in other files like index.js. This was the code, so let me share my output of website multi-language translator. This is the website that we got from this particular code. Now, what is my name? This is the language that we have given. Now, let me translate it to the Spanish. So, translate. Here we have clicked. Now, we have to translate it in Spanish. It is translated to Spanish. Now let me translate this to French. This is translated to French. So this was our output and this was the website that we created from the project. So yeah, thank you.